Good evening here. It's Richard Nikoley in Pattaya, Thailand at home. And that's my view from the patio. And this video is short and sweet, just to alert you to a post I did. And the background is that, what is it? It's like, what's 2007? We're talking 15 years ago, roughly. I happened to fall into being a paleo diet influencer because, as a company owner, having the resources to hire somebody to run the company for me, I was able to do a bunch of other stuff, and included in that was to start taking care of my own health and well-being. And so over a year or so, using some information I was provided online by pioneers like Art Devaney, Mark Sisson, Michael Eads, who's now a real-life friend of mine for a long time. And so is Mark, actually. Even I'm friends with Gary Taubes, so there's my name dropping. But I lost a bunch of weight, and I had a blog already for 5 years, so I had a pretty good following, so I started talking about it, and I started commenting on other blogs that were not so much low carb as they were in this new kind of how Art Devaney characterized it as evolutionary fitness, but others characterize it as paleo. And so I started commenting on those, and people started coming, and I ended up being an influencer as I lost 30 kilos, which is 66 pounds, and improved my health tremendously, and was invited to speak at conferences like Ancestral Health Society at UCLA and then Harvard, stuff like that. And so that went on and on, but I became somewhat disillusioned, as have many, because of the marketing push. The marketing, the sponsorships, and everything. Everyone wants to get okay, now we have paleo brownies and paleo cookies. It's absurd. It's absurd. I wanted no part of it. And then everybody had to do a diet book. Some were pretty good. I reviewed a lot of them because I got every single book about diet automatically from publishers once I had that status. And I drifted off myself, and I've kind of charted my own way and do my own thing, and there's a lot to that. The blog is freetheanimal.com, so it exists beyond. It's 21 years old, 5,500 posts, 5 million words, but so it exists for 5 years beyond the paleo diet part. But I just put up a post that I think is the most comprehensive diet post I put up in a long time. And what it's about is the bullshit in the whole, you can call it low carb, you can call it paleo, you can call it evolutionary, you can call it ketogenic, you can call it carnivore, all this stuff. And what I don't want is for people to get me wrong. I'm not criticizing those diets. I think they're some of the best strategies, including intermittent fasting, to get to where you want to be, to meet your own goals in terms of how you feel, how you look, and without religion. And by religion, I mean without catechism, where it's like, oh, you can't eat this, you can't eat that. You can eat anything you want to eat, but what you have to do is you have to do it mindfully, right? And this is going to come down to your individual self. But the one thing you cannot get away with, pain. If you want to lose the weight, you are going to experience discomfort and pain. And if you think about that for a second, you realize everybody who's trying to sell me something, their book, their plan, their supplements, their this or their that. Now the big thing is electrolytes. Drink coconut water. Look it up. Best electrolyte drink, natural on the planet. I drink about 1 liter a day. High in potassium. It gets your potassium sodium balance in line. You'll know it very quickly. Stop buying the shit that these charlatans produce, all of them, and give some grief to the people who who help promote that stuff too. I'm not going to name names on that, but everybody's a whore, I guess. But I did this post, and it delves into the very many like memes and bromides and slogans that I'm talking umbrella of low carb. So you've got low carb, keto, carnivore, all this stuff in there. And I think it's one of the better posts I've done in a long time. I spent all day at it, and I'm somebody who can put out a 2,000 word blog post in an hour or two. So I think this one clocks in at 5,000 words. Link is in the description. I'm not going to give it away, but take a look, see what you think, and see if I'm barking up the right tree. We'll put it that way, I guess. I think that, I'm still in this. My heart is still in this. It has been. It's never left it. I've just gotten disillusioned many times from it. It's just like, like on social media, I was gone from it for a long time. I go back in. It's like this revolving door. So the same stupid shit people were saying 10 years ago is now revived. And people say the same, they use the same slogans, the same memes. There is no essential carbohydrate, stuff like that. Like really, really, really stupid shit like that. And so hopefully this gives you pause, if nothing else, and maybe you think about it. That's what I want you to do. I want you to think about it. Okay, that's it for tonight.